Okay, what caused this mess? Maybe it was this. This is a Zenith. And I don't know too much about it at the moment. I haven't popped the back off yet. I'm getting ready to. It is, I want to say circa 1970. I've told late 60s, early 70s. And it's got power tuning, so you don't have to touch the knob. That power switch, I'm kind of wondering about that. I wondered if it needs to stay in to keep the TV on, but we'll deal with that later. Anyway, it's Sunday. The people that were giving this away, they wanted it gone because they were working on the house and the house was full of older stuff, so I'm kind of under the impression that maybe an inheritance or something. The back is mostly intact. I'm missing the power cord, and of course it's got the best TV deserves the best antenna, Zenith antennas. And I'm pressing the zoom button by accident. I don't know if this has been into or not, because it's the screw, the tabs are not really messed up. I believe this right here might be for the remote chassis, which was a slight upgrade for this one. It turned all the power knobs. Well, heartbreak happened a little bit. When I grabbed the back, this snapped off and it broke this, which means the tube is now busted. And who knows where I'm going to go from here. That really hurt. The back just like plop, and it grabbed the connector and pulled it off, broke it. As you can see, this rear panel is boogered up a little bit, so the restraints don't work. And it slipped down. Anyway, I was hoping this would be a long series, but it may not be. I would have to get a new picture tube, or a new to me picture tube, to install in this set. Sometimes if it ain't one thing, it's another. But anyway, this is a neat TV. Still yet. I'm a little tired of that slipping. Well, I think I very well finished off a picture tube that was already bad, because as you can see, the blue control will not turn. The green will some. This blue control will not turn. The red, it was about 3/4 of the way up at least. And this green control was almost all the way up. And the focus was, I don't think I touched that, and it's pretty well wrenched. That was about halfway. I guess that's screen. I've been still been kind of curious to see what that flyback looks like. I'll tell you, what I think happened was the service tech figured out what was going on, or whoever was servicing, and they just barely put the tube cap back on, the tube socket I mean, and when I came along it just nacked it, because if I really cram it on there like it's supposed to be, I can do this to the picture tube and you can hear me jarring the set, and it's not going anywhere. And these back panels are not all that heavy. It just slipped down and got it, you know. Like I said earlier, all these controls are basically running wide open, which indicates a bad tube, and for whatever reason the bottom of this is busted out where the power cord was. Maybe someone decided to rip that off, and in fact if it would have remained on the brace on the chassis down there, we probably wouldn't have had a snap picture tube. But it is what it is. I'm still kind of curious about these components in it and what kind of CRT it has. I'm going to try to get this in view, because I think this is the chassis right there. That's you. Okay. Well, there's the chassis number right there. I'm not really even paying attention to the back panel on this. It has a few scars on the back, but nothing like what I did, unfortunately. And there's no dealer name stuck on it. And I need to get a light in here, I know. But it's got the yellow print Zenith tubes. That's a white print Zenith tube, which I think is original to the TV. And I yanked this one out, and it's an RCA tube. That one's obviously an RCA tube. I think that might be a replacement, and so forth. I don't know about this one. That is, I believe, the new one, and it's the infamous 6Z10, which I heard almost always go bad on these TVs. There is another white later Zenith tube. It's kind of hidden back there. And I've got the door open, so Kind of trying to talk softly. As you can hear, probably I'm not home alone. That was as far as down as I can see at the moment on the inside of the fly bank. Tube. Not sure what age. Keep bumping the camera with my light. I don't think I ever got a picture of that. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier in the video, but question what's went on here. I have also questioned if these were mounted on upside down. As you can see, this top here is smooth, and this has got a hook in it. Both sides like that. That is the back retainer, back panel retainer. And these screws may have had a job to do also at one time, but as I showed you before, the back was messed up down at the bottom. Let's try to get a good look at the speakers on these, on this set. They don't make them like this anymore, that is for sure. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. More to come later, but I probably won't be soon on this set, I'm sure, unfortunately. And God bless y'all.